Hello, everybody. How are you today? My name's Ian, and I'm the owner of Right Start Newcomer Services. I'd like to welcome everybody to today's live stream. I think it's going to be a good one. We're going to learn some English and have some fun, maybe even make some new friends. But before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that Right Start Newcomer Services conducts business in Chibuktuk, which is how you say Halifax in the Mi'kmaq language. This city is part of the ancestral unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. That means that when settlers came, the indigenous people did not surrender their territory and instead signed treaties with Europeans. As a business, we're committed to upholding these treaties as we continue to build relationships between settlers, newcomers, and Mi'kmaq people. So, like I said, my name is Ian. My company is called Right Start Newcomer Services, and this is an English lesson. So we are here to practice our English, have some fun, make some friends, and learn a little bit about Canadian culture, I hope. So if you're watching live, please say hi. If you're watching afterwards on YouTube or Facebook, please say hi then. And even if you're watching later, if you're watching the recording, put in your answers, put in your questions, and I will respond to those later. So who's here today? We've got Bay. Hey, Bay, good morning. How's it going in Brazil? And great, Pilar is here too. Hello, good morning, teacher Ian. Okay, so thank you guys for coming. You guys are great students. You're always at these lessons. I think we have an interesting lesson today. So today's lesson is all about ordering takeout. So food, I know food is one of my favorite topics. Hopefully you guys like talking about food. And we're going to get some skills related to ordering food here in Canada or anywhere around the world. Some places they don't call it takeout. We call it takeout here in Canada. I know in England they call it takeaway. I don't know what they call it in some other places around the world. But basically takeout is, you know, you might call it in, you might order it in the restaurant, and then you're going to take it away and eat it at home or in the park or something like that. Okay, awesome. Let's continue with our lesson. So our outline, let's just make that a bit bigger. So we're going to have a discussion to begin, just talk about food a little bit, talk about takeout. Then we're going to learn some vocabulary related to takeout food. After that, we've got some grammar. So we're going to practice our questions a little bit, just in case we need to ask questions when we're ordering takeout. We're going to look at a menu, and you guys are going to do a quick little reading activity. And then we've got a dialogue. So we're going to practice what we would say in a real life ordering takeout situation. So hopefully that sounds good. Let's keep going. And as always, whoops, did I do that? Whoops, did I do that? Stop it. Okay, so as always, put your answers in the comment section. Ask questions too. You might have a question that is not related exactly to takeout. That's cool, right? That's why we're here. Ask questions. That's the best way to learn English, is asking lots of questions. Real questions. Don't ask stupid questions like what color is the sky or do fish swim? What's the point of that? But ask questions related to vocabulary, grammar, Canadian culture. You can ask those questions too, like what do people eat in Canada, or why are Canadian people so fat? These are questions that are fine to ask during today's lesson. Okay, so I've got some questions for you guys. Here's your chance to practice your English, your spelling, your grammar. First question, how do people order takeout where you live? So do people normally order online, by phone, whatever? Next one is, what's your favorite takeout food? Interesting. I'd like to hear your answers for that. Next one is, how often do you get takeout? So is it something you do often, once a week, once a month, something like that? Number 4, this is sort of a cultural question. So do you tip? when you get takeout? So do you leave a tip? And we'll talk about that later. Last one, do you prefer to get takeout or eat inside the restaurant? So yeah, like me, I prefer, actually, I'm kind of like 50-50, right? Sometimes I like to go to a restaurant, but I also like to eat at home and maybe watch a movie or watch TV or something while I eat. So everybody has their own preference. I would like to hear your answers to these questions, and I will just sit here and wait for you guys to answer. So who's going to be the first one to answer any of these questions? You can answer one at a time. You can answer just one or two of those questions. It's totally up to you guys. And I'll say it again, like I say every class, don't be shy, right? You can make mistakes, right? Nobody's going to laugh at you. Nobody's going to say, oh, your English is no good. Make mistakes. It's perfectly fine. We promise not to laugh unless it's really funny. And then we just might laugh. You guys like my background? This is kind of a cool looking restaurant. It's not a real restaurant. I just found it online. Okay, so you guys are quiet today. What's going on? Can you hear me? Everybody okay? You guys are being super quiet. All right, I'll answer. I'm not shy. Oh, we do have an answer. Oh, Shelly, my wife Michelle, vegetarian sushi on Sushi Sunday once a week. So we have a bit of a tradition, at least Michelle does, where she loves sushi. We both love sushi. She gets it once a week. I would say I'm every second week or third week. I'll get sushi too. But yes, we both love the vegetarian sushi. I get the sweet potato roll and the avocado roll. And Michelle, what's the one that you get? I know that you get a different kind of sushi. What's that one called? Dragon roll or something like that. Okay, thank you for answering, sweetie. That's awesome. Now I see we have a few more answers coming in. So Erwin, hey Erwin, twice a week, my favorite takeout food is a hot dog. Okay, hot dog. Everybody knows what a hot dog is. It's kind of like a sausage in a bun. That's awesome, Erwin. Twice a week. Actually, I read a story last week or something like that. You can look it up. I think it's the University of Michigan. And they said that for every hot dog you eat, your life will shorten by 33 minutes. So 2 hot dogs a week, you are shortening your life by over an hour. I don't know, but they taste good. I know where you're coming from, Erwin. Hot dogs are delicious. So maybe once or twice a week isn't a big deal. Okay, thanks for answering, Erwin. Bay said, I only order takeout by message, WhatsApp. Oh, you guys can order by WhatsApp. So here in Canada, WhatsApp is not as popular as it is in other countries. So a lot of the people I work with, newcomers to Canada, immigrants, use WhatsApp, but I'm not sure if you can actually order food by WhatsApp. So instead, we have other services like DoorDash, Uber Eats. There are some companies who offer these delivery services. But that's really cool. You can do it through WhatsApp. Okay. My favorite takeout food is pizza. Right on. Me too, Bay. I think pizza is my favorite food. And I get pizza maybe once every 3 or 4 weeks. And it's awesome every time. Okay. Thank you, Bay, for answering. So Nur says, hey, Nur, I don't like to eat in restaurants. So why not? Why don't you like to eat in restaurants? I know sometimes they're noisy, sometimes you feel uncomfortable, but what's your reason, Nur, for not liking to eat in restaurants? I would love to hear it. Bay gets takeout once a week. Very good. Okay, great. Oh yeah, so Michelle's favorite roll is called the Sweet Dream Roll. That's kind of a nice name. So I guess you'll sleep well if you have this roll. Thank you, sweetie. Pilar said in Colombia, the people order takeout food through local apps. Yeah, so pretty similar here. We order through an app like I said, DoorDash, Uber Eats, and maybe there's some other ones. And sometimes the business might have their own app, like McDonald's. You know, they're a big company. They have their own app, and then you can order directly through that app. Okay, thank you, Pilar. That's awesome. Hey, Fanny's here. How's it going, Fanny? So I like Mediterranean food. Good. But I don't like takeout. I prefer to enjoy it in the place. So you like to eat Mediterranean food inside the restaurant. So that's awesome. Mediterranean food is maybe like Greek. What else could it be? I'm thinking Greek, but maybe Turkish. That could be Mediterranean as well. So, yummy, yummy. You're making me hungry, you guys. Okay. Thank you, Fanny. And Pilar said with WhatsApp too. Okay, so in Colombia, they also use WhatsApp. That's pretty cool. Maybe it'll come to Canada at some point. You know, we are a land of immigrants, and immigrants love using WhatsApp. So who knows? Maybe soon we'll be able to do that here. Or maybe we already can. And I'm getting old, so I'm a little bit behind the times. Victor's here. Hello, Victor. Late, but here. That's awesome. Thanks for showing up. That's all that counts. Kakmis. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Kakmis. Hello, teacher. Hello, Kakmis. If you have another name that you'd like to be known by, that would be awesome. But welcome to the lesson. And favorite food is tacos. I live in Mexico. So you live in Mexico and your favorite food is tacos. Oh, I love tacos too. But, you know, here in Canada, we have like the Canadian version of different foods. So our tacos are probably not like the tacos that you get in Mexico. We have like, we might call it like Tex-Mex. So this is kind of like Americanized Mexican food. So it's okay, right? But it's probably not nearly as good as the tacos you get in Mexico. So I'm jealous that you get to enjoy real tacos. I got to go to Mexico and get some tacos. Bae, you don't really like to go to restaurants. I hear you. You know, sometimes I don't either. So that's cool. Christian's back. Hey, Christian, how's it going? Good to see you. Thanks for checking in. And Pilar said, my favorite takeout food is pizza. I prefer to eat it at home. We are a pizza team. Okay, so you have your own team dedicated to pizza. So that is awesome. So we're actually going to talk more about pizza a little bit later. We're going to actually look at a menu from a pizza restaurant. So you can find out a little bit more about ordering pizza here in Canada or in English in other places. What about, so we talked about number 1, we talked about number 2, we talked about number 3. What about tipping? So I want to talk a little bit about number 4. Do you tip when you get takeout? So if you don't know what tip means, tip is a little bit extra money to pay the driver who delivers it, or maybe the cook or the staff when you go pick it up. So is it normal or expected to tip when you get takeout? Okay, and we just have a couple more answers here. So Jose, hey Jose, he orders takeout wins or wings? W-I-N-G-S, wings, every weekend by phone. Okay, so you call it in. Very cool. It's actually really good practice for your English to pick up the phone and make the phone call instead of just ordering online. Ordering online is easy. Anybody can do it. But you need telephone practice, right? You need to pick up that phone sometimes. And what better way to practice than to order some delicious pizza or wings or something else? So I say pick up the phone, get the practice. If you're somewhere where you can practice your English, that's great practice, right? And it's a low pressure situation, right? Who cares if you make a mistake when you're talking to the restaurant, right? It's not like it's a job interview or something really important. Maybe you get the wrong toppings on your pizza, but who really cares? Okay, awesome. So let's just talk about that tipping thing. So here in Canada, I would say that tipping is expected when you get takeout or delivery. Definitely delivery. So if someone is coming and delivering your food, you better give them a tip. And the standard tip here in Canada is like 15%. 10, 15%. Used to be 10, now it's 15. Some people tip more. So I would say tip your driver. Even if you go to pick it up in the restaurant, then you should still tip. Maybe not the full 15%, but at least 10%. Anyway, that's my opinion, at least. So here we have some answers. Pilar said it is not common to pay tips when you order food. The bills contain it. Okay, so in Colombia, it is added to your bill. The tip is included in the cost. So I kind of like that way. I like that way of doing it, but here in Canada, it is usually not. Okay, great, Pilar. Thank you. Some restaurants here include the tip on your bill. Okay, so again, that's not really standard here in Canada. And Christian said tipping is not customary here in Colombia because maybe it is in the payment, the delivery service is included. Okay, so that seems pretty standard in some countries to have it included. But here in Canada, yeah, keep that in mind that when you are in Canada, we have to add it. And same in Brazil. Okay, so I'm going to generalize and say in South America, even, yeah, it's usually added or it's included in your bill. I wish it was like that here, but alas, it is not. Okay, so we covered these questions. Oh, somebody's crying. Who's crying? And what did I do to make you cry? Was it about tipping? Yeah, maybe tipping makes you cry. Hopefully it wasn't me. I don't like making students cry. It's not something that I ever like to do. So sorry about that if it's my fault. Okay, somebody's laughing. Okay, good. Whew. All right, so let's practice a bit of vocabulary. So for this one, I want you guys to make sentences, okay? So I'm going to show you a picture of food. In your sentence, I want you to include what food is it, or drink, could be a drink. What is it? And then make a sentence about it. So, for example, I show you a picture of a burger, and you can write a sentence, I love to eat hamburgers, or we never get hamburgers when we get takeout, or I prefer veggie burgers to hamburgers. So, pretty much any sentence is cool. So, whatever you guys want to say about the picture, make sure you include it. And spelling is important. Okay, so perfect grammar, perfect spelling. If you don't know the name of the item, that's okay. Let's do it. Okay, so what can you say about this picture? So demonstrate that you know what it is and make a sentence about this. This is really popular here in Canada, and I think Michelle already mentioned something about this. Great, 15 people watching. That's awesome. Thank you guys for watching. You're so great. So what can you say about this picture? Write your sentence in the comment section. Or you could make a question. Like, I don't care if you want to ask a question. That's cool too. All right, so we have some answers here. Eduardo, great sentence. Let's practice using capital letters, Eduardo. So you want to put a capital I. It is sushi. Don't forget your period. Okay, so capital I. How do you make a capital I? And then at the end, you want to put your period. And other than that, it's great. So great job, Eduardo. Christian says, I love sushi. I'm learning how to make it. Okay, perfect. Except you have two sentences here. I love sushi is a sentence. I'm learning how to make it. you're going to need a period instead of a comma in the middle there, Christian. But other than that, that's great. Sushi. So the word is sushi. Love to eat all kinds. You want to put an S there. So also say, I love to eat all kinds of sushi. Great sentence, Victor. I like to dip sushi into soy sauce. Hey, Rodrigo, how's it going, my friend? Great. So capital I. So your I is always capitalized, Rodrigo. And I think you spelled sauce wrong. You wrote sauce. I think you want S-A-U-C-E. S-A-U-C-E. Okay, great. Great sentence. Bay, awesome. I love Japanese food. Perfect, except you want the capital J, right? Because Japanese it's an adjective talking about the country, so you want to capitalize the J. Viviana said that's a delicious food. Great. Where's your period at the end, though, Viviana? Other than that, it's great. Wow, you guys have so many sentences. This is awesome. I love Japanese food. The sushi is delicious. Very good, Kakmis. But don't say the, right? I love Japanese food, period. Sushi is delicious. So you don't have to say the sushi. Okay, so don't need the article the when you're talking about all sushi. Different situation. You could say the sushi here, the sushi in this restaurant is delicious. That would be a definite article situation where you have to say the sushi here is delicious. Great. So Erwin said, I enjoy eating. So we need the ing. I enjoy eating sushi once a month, period. What's wrong with periods? Don't you guys like periods? So don't forget that period at the end. Okay, great. We have so many. This is amazing. I love sushi and make sushi. Great, Viviana. Just your period at the end, and then that's perfect. Lipadi Mora. I'm going to call you Mora. Okay, so Mora says, I really like Japanese food. Awesome. Me too. That's a great sentence. This is sushi with soy sauce. Yes. So to make a sentence, you could just say, this is sushi with, and you're spelling with, W-I-T-H, soy sauce. Okay, perfect. Victor's good. Pilar said, I love to eat hamburgers, but we prepare it at home. I love to eat sushi, but here in the town doesn't sell it. Okay, so maybe we could change this around a little bit and say, I love to eat sushi, but nobody sells it in our town. Nobody sells it in our town. So we're just changing around the word order to make a proper sentence in English. That's great. Great. Jose says, rarely. Maybe we mean rarely. So your spelling of rarely, R-A-R-E-L-Y. So rarely means not very often. Okay, so rarely, I think that's what you meant. Okay, perfect. You're welcome. How's the name of the sticks? Chinese sticks. Okay, we have a question. What are the name of those sticks that you use to eat food? So I got this a lot. I lived in Taiwan and they regularly use these sticks. So who knows the names of those sticks? Chinese sticks is close, but not exactly. Who knows what those things are? Oh, you're so close, Rodrigo. I think you just have a spelling mistake. And I think it's one word. So put it together, all one word. But you're so close, Rodrigo. All right, I don't see anybody who's got it, so I'll just type it in. So they're called chopsticks, and I think it's one word. So chopsticks are used in many countries, Japan, China, etc. So yeah, you might want to use this word, right? If you're ordering sushi, say, can you bring me 5 sets of chopsticks? So that might be a useful term for you if, like me, you love sushi and Chinese food. Okay, great. Let's move on. So awesome sentences. You guys are amazing. Let's do a couple more. You will understand this if you live in Canada. Actually, sorry, Fanny, I missed your comment. So you said, I love to eat sushi, period, new sentence. My favorite place is Mizu. So I haven't tried that one. Michelle and I will have to check it out. Don't forget to capitalize Mizu because it's a place name and probably we will capitalize that. Okay, awesome. So if you're in Canada, you know about this place. You've probably seen these all over Canada. What is it? What are they showing us in this picture? And again, quick little sentence, short sentence. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Have you had it? What are we looking at here? Okay, 16 viewers. This is awesome. Oh, 15. We lost one. I put somebody off. Maybe they're going to get takeout. Okay, Victor said coffee. I can't wait to visit Ian in Halifax and give Tim Hortons a try. Awesome. Sounds good, Victor. We'll go for coffee. We'll go to Tim Hortons, grab a coffee. So the cup there is probably holding coffee. You know, Canadians love coffee. And then those in the box, you can see little pictures. Those are donuts. You're right, Eduardo. So those are donuts, but they're just the middle part of the donut. You know how donut has, here, maybe I can draw it. Normal donut has like a hole in the middle. This is kind of like the hole that goes in the middle of a donut. So every place has different names. At Tim Hortons, they call them Timbits because of Tim Hortons. So Timbits, and then you can get all different flavors, put them in a box, eat a whole bunch, and then you'll gain 20 pounds. Yes, Victor, can't wait to have coffee with you when you come to Halifax. Eduardo, you can come with us. We're all going to have coffee together. So that's awesome. Timbits are like donuts. Yes, they are. It's the same taste, same material. It's just they're different shape. They're little balls. They're only like this big. They're not big like a donut is usually maybe this big. So they're like mini donuts. And then you can eat like 100 of them. Okay. Rodrigo, yesterday I tried Timbits. It's like mini donut balls. Exactly, right? They're like mini donut balls. Did you really try it yesterday, or that's just your sentence, Rodrigo? Great, Pilar. I don't know nothing about Tim Hortons. So great. What you did, though, you said, I don't know nothing. So don't is negative, and also nothing is negative. So we would call that a double negative. So actually, double negative is positive. So that could mean that you do know something about Tim Hortons. So better to write, I don't know anything about Tim Hortons. Okay, great. Pilar, thank you. Viviana said, a little donut without a hole. Exactly. There's no hole in a Timbit. Great. O-shape, great. I love coffee without sugar, but here there is not Tim Hortons. That's okay, you know? Tim Hortons is everywhere in Canada, but it's not the best, right? It's not really the best coffee. It's not the best donuts, but it used to be really good. So when I was a kid, We loved going to Tim Hortons. It was great. But now, there are better alternatives. So you're not missing that much. Remember, Jose, that coffee has two E's at the end. So Coffee. Great. Awesome. So again, Keck misspelling coffee, Coffee. Right now I'm drinking coffee, double E. Okay, great. Sounds delicious. Okay, great, Eduardo. This is very sugar. Yeah, let's say sugary. Awesome. So sugar is just the white material that you put in your coffee. Sugary is the adjective. So saying something is very sweet. Oh, this is very sugary. So sugary is an adjective. Sugar is the actual white material. Okay, great. Which is better, Dunkin' or Hortons? Okay, so Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. So there are not that many Dunkin' Donuts in Canada. I know we have some. I think more in the west part of Canada than in the east. Which is better? Actually, I have to say the coffee at Tim Hortons, in my opinion, is better than Dunkin'. I remember when I went to the US and had Dunkin' Donuts, yeah, the coffee was really watery and not very strong. So I prefer actually Tim Hortons to Dunkin' Donuts. But again, there are other alternatives that are better. I think Dunkin' Donuts is cheaper and they have more kinds of donuts. So maybe donuts are better at Dunkin' Donuts. Maybe the coffee is better at Tim Hortons. Okay. Rodrigo, you arrived. Yes. You go to visit me soon. Okay, Rodrigo, let's grab a coffee or something. I didn't know you were in Halifax. Let's grab a coffee sometime. Sounds good. Send me a message. And Pilar said, I don't know anything about Tim Hortons. Perfect. For sure, I love Tim Hortons. Coffee and donuts is perfect combination. Awesome. So let's just say is a perfect combination. And then that's right on, Fanny. Getting older and picky. Victor, how do you know? I am getting older and probably more picky. You'll have to ask Michelle about that. But you're probably right. Okay, perfect and great. Let's just go through. I know we're running out of time. Let's go through my other pictures. So instead of a sentence, just what is it, right? So what am I showing you? And do you like it? So this is also pretty popular here. Yeah, congratulations, Rodrigo. That's awesome. Mussels, okay. Good for you for making it to Halifax. I know it's been your dream for quite a long time. So what are we looking at here? Actually, I didn't realize, but there are 3 things in that picture. What would we call this? Good guess, Christian. Fish and fries. We would call it another term. So besides fish and fries, we would call it fish and... Oh, you're so close. Fish and cheaps, not cheaps. Cheap means not expensive, right? So fish and... Check your spelling, Eduardo. You're so close. Super close. Viviana is asking, what is this meal, pig? I don't think it's pig. No pig in this meal. So instead, it is fish. Eduardo got it. Fish and... Fish and chips. So you were super close, Eduardo, just the spelling of chips. Chips is another word for fries, French fries. Like in England, they call French fries chips. So I think we took the name fish and chips from England. We call it fish and chips. And it also looks like there's calamari or onion rings. I can't tell exactly what they are. So onion rings are round circles made with onion and then some batter and deep fried. Calamari is like a squid. So I can't tell exactly if those are onion rings or squid. French fries, yeah. But when we have fish and chips, we call them chips. Chicken tenders and fries. That's one of the favorite foods of my kids. Okay. I think this is actually fish, but I know chicken tenders or chicken fingers, we call them, look very similar to fish and chips. Food is very popular in the Atlantic. Yes. So I'm in Atlantic Canada, so I'm on the ocean. So we have a lot of fish and that type of food, seafood. Fish and chips are very popular here. Maybe in other parts, maybe in Alberta, they don't really like fish and chips as much. They like steak because they have a lot of beef there. Okay, awesome. Let's move on. Couple more. What would this be? I really have to start eating before I do these food lessons because I get so hungry when I look at the pictures. Yummy, yummy. So let's first answer and then we'll move on. Who can explain what we're looking at in this picture? It is so for this one, maybe we're looking at, oh yeah, great. Chinese noodles soup. So good answer. Chinese, capital C, right? Remember we said Japanese needs capital J. Also Chinese needs capital C. Chinese noodle, no S, just noodle soup. Right? So you're using noodle like an adjective. Like what kind of soup is it? It's a noodle soup. We don't put the S on noodles because it's not a noun. We put S at the end of plural nouns, but when we use it as an adjective, we just don't put S. Okay, great answer, Christian. Ramen, okay, great answer, Victor. One of my preferred Asian plates or dishes. It's kind of like pasta, so it's noodles, kind of like a pasta, but I think these are like Chinese or Japanese noodles, Chinese pasta. Yeah, I don't know if we would say pasta. So if it's Chinese or Japanese or something, well, we would say noodles. Or if you know the correct term like ramen, you would say that. Or if it's Thai, you might say like pad Thai. But they are noodles, right? It's just usually pasta we would say about Italian noodles, like spaghetti and fettuccine and that stuff. We would call that pasta. These we would call noodles. But great guess. It looks like noodles. It is noodles. Ramen noodles. It's a typical Asian food. Very good. Chinese noodle soup. Good. Rodrigo, take me with you. Okay, so Rodrigo, you got to go get Victor and bring him to Canada. Okay. The traditional food in Halifax, fish and chips, delicious food. Okay, so going back to the last one, Fanny loves fish and chips. I do too, but it's been a long time since I've had fish and chips. Let's just move on. Everybody knows this is pizza. Pizza. We talked about pizza. We'll talk about pizza later. What is this? I read an article when I was doing research on this lesson. This was the #1 takeout food in Canada recently. So 2020, they found that this food is the #1 takeout food in Canada. And Viviana got it. It's burritos. So we love burritos. We love Mexican food. Like I said, burritos was the #1 takeout food. Could be a wrap. Yeah. I mean, we like wraps. We like burritos. I like burritos too. Christian said his burritos. You guys are so excited for burritos. But I had one, yeah, when I visited my brother a couple of weeks back. We got burritos. It was huge. It was so delicious. And now I want a burrito. Okay. Last one. I think this is the last one. No, there's another one. So we talked about this in another lesson. Poutine. Poutine is very popular here in Canada. That's one of the other very popular takeout foods. And this was also one of the most famous ones. Does anybody know what this one is? I like that. Victor, you're funny. It's called a burrito. It's the taller brother of the taco. That is good. I'll remember that one. Okay. Thank you, Victor. Poutine, good. So that was the last one. Great, Eduardo. That was poutine. Good guess. So shrimp. Again, we're using shrimp like an adjective. So we're not going to say shrimps soup. We would just say shrimp soup. Okay, shrimp soup. Good guess, but no, it's not shrimp soup. Maybe the bread. So the bread gives it away. This is a special kind of bread. What kind of bread goes with this food? Poutine. Another dish Ian and Rigo will take me out to try. Okay, you got to get here first. That's your homework, Victor, is to get to Canada. And then we'll go out for poutine and Tim Hortons. All right, so this one is actually an Indian food. Indian food is very popular here in Canada, as it is lots of other places. Soup. I don't think it's soup. So soup, there's no E. S-O-U-P, Eduardo. And then pita. Pita is just one T. So good guess. This is like a pita, I guess. Except there's another name. This is actually Indian food. So Indian food, they have another name. It's called, I don't know if I'm spelling this right, naan bread. Like it's just naan. I love Indian food. It's been so long. So this is naan, very similar to a pita, right? But it's a little bit different. Pumpkin soup. Okay, actually, this is chicken. It's called butter chicken. So let's say butter chicken with naan. So yeah, I would say this is butter chicken. It's so good. You got to try it. Maybe you have a good Indian restaurant where you are, but yes, definitely it's worth a try. Okay, we're running out of time, so let's move on. And these are just bagels. Perfect. Sorry. So let's move on a little bit to grammar. I want you guys to help me finish these questions because these could be useful when we're ordering takeout. So we are missing a couple words. For example, we'll do number one together. So blank, blank, it be ready. So you have to put in the missing words to make a grammatically accurate question. So you might say something like this. When will it be ready? Right? So when will it be ready? I want to know because I have to drive there and pick it up. Good guess, Viviana. You could say like how long until it will be ready, but you can't really say how long it be ready. So when will, when would, can't actually say what time it be ready. You could say what time will it be ready. But since we only have two spaces, let's go with when will it be ready? When will it be ready? I think that's what you meant, Christian. And you're already on to number two. So answer any of them as quickly as you can. We're running out of time. So number two, how much? Again, we're going to be a little bit careful about capitalization, even though this is something that we would say. So we got number 2. Number 3. Does it come with a drink? Perfect. Great job, Victor. Does it come with a drink? Great. Number 2, how much does it cost? Number 2, how much? And will it come with a drink? Yeah, you could say that, Bay. Great. Number 3. So it is a question, Rodrigo. So we need to say, will it? Not it will, because that's just for a sentence. When it's a question, we reverse and say, will it come with a drink? Or does it come with a drink? Number 4. Victor got it again. Victor, you're on fire with the answers and with your comedy. You're doing great. Do you deliver? Right? Do you deliver to my house? Perfect. So for this one, Christian, you have to say, does it? So instead of is it come, that's not exactly grammatically correct. You have to say, does it come? Okay, great. And number 5, let's go with, can I substitute fries for salad? So maybe we're getting a hamburger and it always comes with fries. Maybe we prefer salad. So we can ask to substitute it. So great answer. Can I substitute fries for salad? Okay, and number 6, what do you have for dessert? Perfect. Great job, Bay. What do you have for dessert? Awesome. Victor got that one too. Rodrigo, could you substitute fries for salad? Maybe could I, right? Probably I want to substitute it. So could I is fine. Can I is fine. You got number 6. Number 7, what time do you close? Good. Because I want to know, so if I'm ordering late at night, I want to order before they close. And then last one, number 8. I see Victor has it here. Great job, Victor. So where are you located? Where are you located? And Christian got it too. I see a few other, if I didn't see your answer, sorry, but we're trying to go through this pretty quickly. So yeah, these are great questions you can practice, right? So write them down, have them ready when you're ordering by phone. When will it be ready? How much does it cost? Can I substitute this? Do you deliver? These are all useful questions that you might want to ask when you are ordering food. Okay, awesome job, you guys. We've got a couple more quick activities, and then we're going to move on. So very quickly, I just thought I would show you a menu. Give me 1 second, and I'm going to ask you a few quick questions about this menu. Okay, so this is an actual restaurant here in Halifax. This is where I order my pizza from sometimes. So I'm just going to try to expand it a little bit so you can't see me. Okay, so I'm going to ask you, say, like 5 questions about this menu. So it is a really good skill to be able to look at a menu, understand it, find out some key information. So first question, what kind of food do they have? What kind of food? So what is the main food? And Bay got it. Pizzas, exactly. So they are a pizza restaurant. Next question. Pizza and Ian in the same pic. That's weird. You think that's me up there? The guy throwing the pizza? I wish. I wish I worked at a pizza restaurant. So how much? Here's the next question. How much for a 16-inch specialty pizza? How much for a 16-inch specialty pizza? One more time. How much for a 16-inch specialty pizza? And we got the answer. Pilar, great. So $22.99. So things are a little bit expensive here in Canada. So you get a 16-inch pizza plus tax plus tip. You're looking at $30 at least. Can't read. $22.99. Yes, exactly. You got it. $22.99 before tax and tips. So it can be a little bit expensive, right? Let's go down here. Might be a little bit hard to read. What are your favorite toppings? So toppings are what goes on the pizza. What are your favorite toppings for pizza on this list? So if you look over here, here are some of the toppings: regular toppings, specialty toppings, and premium toppings. So what are your 3 favorite pizza toppings from this list? Oh, Victor, it's blurry. Don't worry about it, Victor. It is a little bit blurry. Sorry about that. Maybe I can try to make it a bit bigger. Let me see. How's that? Is that better? So what are your 3 favorite toppings? Okay, so cheddar cheese, pepperoni, and bacon. Sounds good. Great job, Pilar. I like veggies on pizza, so I really like olives. Black or green, doesn't matter. Tomatoes, I like tomatoes, and green peppers. I like green peppers. Okay, so I think you get it. Let's do one more question, and then we'll move on to the final activity. Pepperoni team here, Victor says. Okay, great. Last question. What's down here? Okay, so last question is, how much is it for gluten-free crust? So how much is it for gluten-free crust? You know, some people can't eat gluten. How much for gluten-free crust? Okay, great. Fanny says fast food, pizza for sure. And add 425. So 425 extra if you maybe can't eat gluten, and yeah, you need to pay out the ear for gluten-free crust, apparently. Okay, I'm gonna bring myself back here. We're gonna have quick one more activity and then we're done for today. Okay, so last thing we're gonna do, let's do a little more practice. Okay, at this point, we are going to finish the conversation. So instead of me asking you, we're going to listen to a quick dialogue, and you just have to write what would come next. So what would you say if you were ordering pizza or whatever on the phone? What would you say in response to this? So I have a little recording. Don't worry, this won't take too long. So everybody listen really carefully and write your response in the comments section. Okay, here we go.
Hello, this is Dave's Pizza. How can I help you today?
Okay, so this is Dave's Pizza. How can I help you today? What would you say? Remember, you're on the phone. You're not ordering online. We're calling Dave's Pizza to make an order. Sorry, I missed some answers here. Victor said pepperoni team. Rodrigo said definitely bacon for me, Italian sausage and onions. Victor likes black onions. Fanny said pizza for sure. And the other ones were related to our answer. So what would you say? This is Dave's Pizza. How can I help you today? I think you mean, yeah. So this is what toppings you like, Fanny. That's Spanish, isn't it? You should say pepperoni and salami. Okay, no problem. So if they said, hello, this is Dave's Pizza, how can I help you? You would just say something like, I'd like to order a large pizza, please. Or I'd like to place an order, please. So Rodrigo says, good afternoon. I'd like to order some pizza for delivery. So that is perfect. Let's move on.
Okay, is this for pickup or delivery?
So then they might say, is this for pickup or delivery? Right? So do you want to come pick it up or do you want to get it delivered to your place? So just answer, I would like to pick it up or I would like delivery. Okay, and we have some great answers. I don't think we have time to get to all of them. I'd like to order a large pepperoni pizza. I'd like to order a pepperoni pizza. So yeah, those are great. Let's move on.
And what can I get for you this evening?
Okay, what can I get for you? Maybe you already said that.
Would you like anything else with that?
Would you like anything else with that? So this is your chance to order drinks, condiments like, I don't know, ketchup or something like that. Or maybe you need knives and forks. So this is your chance to ask for those. Great, we have a few other answers here. Great, Christian and Eduardo, I want to order 2 Hawaiian pizzas. Did you know that Hawaiian pizzas were invented in Canada? Seems weird, but Hawaiian pizza has pineapple and ham, and it was created, I think, in Ontario by a pizza store owner. Okay, great order, Eduardo. I'd like delivery. Delivery, please. Fanny says $4.25. This is back a little bit. Great. And yes, 1 soda, please. Okay, perfect. Just a couple more questions, and then we're donezo for today.
And will you be needing any knives or forks or anything like that?
Will you be needing any knives and forks? Yes, please, or no, thank you.
Okay, your total is $49.86.
Your total is $49.86. What do you say to that? Thank you, or no problem, or something like that. Just the pizza and some napkins, please. I have my teeth here. Yeah, so actually, you'd be surprised. A lot of people cut their pizza. They use a knife and fork, and especially when they're in the restaurant, they don't feel like they can pick up the pizza and eat it in the restaurant, so they use knife and fork. But I'm with you, Victor. I prefer to pick it up with my hands. Great. Eduardo, no thank you. And what's the last thing that they say on the phone here?
Your order 20 minutes.
Your order will be ready in 20 minutes. Thanks, or that's great, or something like that.
And can I get a name for this order, please?
Can I get a name for this order? So you will have to leave a name, even if you're picking it up. They like to know who's ordering it. That's a good question, Eduardo. So can I pay it with debit card? That's a great question. So I pay by debit, credit, cash, right? So sometimes they ask you, sometimes you can ask them, right? But you do want to make sure that you can actually pay for it. Pizza with forks doesn't taste the same. Okay. Yeah, I prefer it picking it up too. And I think that is just about it.
Okay, thank you very much for ordering. Have a nice night.
Okay, thank you for ordering. Have a nice night. You too. Thank you very much. Blah, blah, blah. Great. Eduardo says, my name is Eduardo, please. Great. And Fanny says, hi, thanks. Can I have a regular pizza with pepperoni and salami? That sounds delicious. I remember back in university, we used to eat a lot of pizza, always with bacon and pepperoni, and it was so good. Okay, so let's just check. Is that everything we have for today? Yes, so we did a lot of stuff. You guys, thank you for staying late. We had a good discussion. We learned some good vocabulary. We asked questions for ordering food. We looked at a menu, and then we actually got some practice with a dialogue. So we fit a lot into today's lesson. You guys are amazing. I want to thank you so much for coming back, right? I know a lot of you have been here before. Thank you for keep coming back. And hopefully you're starting to see your English improve, right? Maybe it's just you're listening because you're hearing me talk a lot. You're getting some writing practice. You're getting some spelling practice. Maybe you're learning some new words. So I'm really hoping that these lessons are helping you learn some English and help you improve. And we're making friends too, right? I see you guys communicating with each other, joking around a bit. So that's really great to see. So again, thank you so much. If you guys need to get in touch with me, you can visit the website and fill out a form there to contact me or send me an email. So info@rightstartcanada.ca. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much. You're very welcome. I see a lot of people saying thank you. Really hope you enjoy it. And I'll see you next week on Monday. We will have another lesson. Monday is a holiday here in Canada. It's Labor Day, but I'm going to work because I want to do a class. So I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care. Bye, guys.